All right, for those of you who have been asking how to make a film reaction or a music reaction using iMovie, this is the video for you. I'm going to be putting out content teaching you how to get involved, how to help your YouTube channel. I have two-faced YouTube channels, one at 180,000 subscribers and another at about 3,000 subscribers. I also have two faceless channels and it's been doing pretty well. So I think I know a little bit about reactions and having channels on YouTube and it helping support you financially. So one of the apps that I love to use is iMovie because I use an Apple desktop. It's available as well for free, so if I don't have to pay any fees or anything at all, and it's pretty good, right? So I have the Apple Store here. If you go over there, you type in iMovie. Of course, I already have it downloaded, but if you don't, you can go to the Apple Store and type in iMovie. This is going to come up. Because I already have it, I just click open. And for those who don't, you can just click a download or a get and it will take you to it, right? So you open it up and you can create a new, so these are a couple of the film reactions that I have available. But if they're downloaded on my desktop, I have my reaction and the movie already on my desktop and I will be putting it in here. So I go over here, create movie, import media. Because it's already there, I will be taking, there's a few of the requests that I have to, I'll be taking black phone and just sliding it across. It's, you know, it's there already, and my reaction to black phone is already, and I'll just slide it in there right here at the bottom, as you can see, right? So over here at settings, you can increase, so you can see it's, you just wait for it to like download and you expand the screen. I like to expand it because I like to see, to make sure that all the bars are there. You go to the volume and then you do automatic increase, right? Then you can increase it so you can see if you finish your reactions. I'll tell you how to get your reactions from your phone to your desktop, but this is just the editing part, right? If you want to see how to get your reactions to your phone, from your phone to your desktop, I'll create another video for that. Just let me know in the comment section and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Another way to don't start editing anything until this circle, the circumference that you see here, is fully downloaded. It's fully white and complete. Then you know that it's ready. The materials are ready for editing, but until that eclipse covers it completely, don't. Okay, good. Now we can no longer see the circle here. All right, so I'm going to show you, explain the bits and pieces of this iMovie app, right? This is going to give you the opportunity to list this, to name this folder, this project. This is the black phone reaction. That's what it just called it by the movie name. There you can see it. It's going to be saved at that way, and it tells you how long it is. Before editing, it tells you the date, right? Your media shows you everything that is available for you, the film, your reaction, which are the two things that I think you should have. You can also create your intro video, your outro video. You can create anything, share, like, whatever poster that you want to put, pause. We're going to edit it in so many different ways, and I'm going to teach you. So that's what your media contains. It contains the folders. It contains the material that you are editing, audio and video. So if you want to attach like sound effects, bubbles, drones, yeah, drones, golf, exactly. All those little snippets that you hear during a reaction, like if you get a light bulb moment, or you are, the door, you're so upset in a scene that you're like, oh, I could slam a door right now. You could you could put that in there, right? You can also download your own music. I avoid doing that, right? So the reason I avoid doing that, because copyright reasons. I don't want to use anyone's material. With reactions, you really have to be careful, because you get 3 strikes and you lose your channel. And sometimes you don't even need 3 strikes. If YouTube comes up with a rule that says you're in violation of their policy, they don't want to give you a second chance, you lose your channel. That has happened to me. I lost the channel at 60,000 subscribers. So you really have to be very, very careful. And it's all I was doing was uploading my own shorts, but I was pushing it out at a rate that was questionable to them, right? And they were like, oh, we think this is spamming, and then they took my channel down. Okay. Then you have titles. With titles, let's say you're starting the movie reaction and you want to put something there. You just take that, slide it to the top, and type in what you wanted to say, my reaction, right? This is pretty small, so you can't really see. Like I said, if you want to expand, come over to settings and just expand. And then you can see more clearly and edit it in more detail, right? So I'll take this out because everyone knows I'm doing reactions. So there are a variety of styles. All you have to do is just click on it, press on it with your mouse, and then that's it. So whenever you play,
hello, welcome back to my channel.
You see how that works?
And we are about to watch the Black Phone from 2021. It was requested by G Bunny, who's a patron to this channel.
All right. So you have different options. Anything you want to put up in there, whether the title of the movie, whatever you like, it's available for you. Okay. You can put it up in there with whatever style, format. Just click on what you want and slide it to the position that you want it to be, or where you want it to be. To the background. I rarely use this part because, well, it doesn't do anything for me. For me personally, I've never had to use checkers or any of these. So let's just move over to something else. It doesn't really affect what you want to do. Let's say, for instance, I'll just show you how to use it. You want to put a different intro, right? So we have a new background. You go over to title, you put it here, and you can type in my film reaction. You can do whatever it is, right? So that's how it works. It gives you the background that you might not want to use. Or if, for instance, when you're recording, you want to say something in there, you can split the channel. I'll teach you how to split, but you can split the channel, put a new background gradient in between the splits, and then it goes to a blank screen. Then you add your title or whatever transition that you like. Okay. That is how to use that. Then we go over to transitions. I like transitions a lot. So it just how you want one page to move or flow, one scene to move or flow into the other. So I chose the ripple transition, and I divided my screen first, my scenes first, and then
thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
You see that? It's a transition from one scene to the other. So let me tell you how I did that, how I created my split. You go over to the time, like 15 seconds. If I wanted to create a split here, I will click on it till the place is yellow. That's how you know, right? You take the whole scene and then you press Command bold B. Command B. I said Command bold. No, it's not Command bold. It's Command B, right? You use the arrow Command and B, and it splits the screen. You take the, let's say we want to use the page turner. You raise it over there. You see that little yellow button there? Let's see how that works.
Hey, my darling, you missed. Thank you so much.
Over to the next page, right? So that's how that works. So that's teaching you everything that has to do with this major. So this is everything you need to know over here, right? This enlarges the screen. If you don't want to see any of the options available, you click on that, right? If you do want to see it, I always like to see it. So it's easily accessible for me, right? Now, this is the arrow, the drop down arrow. I know it looks like it's going to download something. No, that's not it. It's going to import your video from whatever folder. So if I click on this, it's going to take me to my computers folder, and then I can see my desktop. I can see what device it has been downloaded or what I want. It gives me all the options where I could go, applications, library, system users. Usually I put all my material on my desktop. So if you want to see that, you click on the desktop and then you get the film reaction or the material that you're going to use for your editing. So I'm going to close this. All right. What else do I need to teach you? All clips. All clips, hide and reject. Favorite. I always leave it at all clips, right? So now over here, this is our color. If we want to change the skin tone, match color. I don't like to mess with this button because it's already YouTube. I said YouTube. I film with my iPhone. My iPhone is already gives me the proper settings that I need to record, so there isn't really a need to touch the white balance or do anything to the video. It's fine already from the beginning. But if you do, you can. If you want to, you can. You can adjust this here. You can adjust that. It's up to you to decide how you want to move. Can affect the color grading. It's up to you. All right. I don't touch this buttons, to be honest, and it doesn't affect my channel growth or anything. I'm not presenting myself or creating a career as a digital expert, even though there's a part of me that focuses on that. But when it comes to my reaction channels, I keep it as homely and as natural as possible. So this is crop. If I want to make this smaller or, just make a scene smaller, and then I click my crop, it's going to make sure that it's always yellow. If you ever want to create anything or adjust anything with your scenes, you have to make sure it's yellow first and then you can. So let's see, now it's fitted. If I wanted to crop it, this four corners will have like a light shade. I will hover over that light shade and press down on my mouse and pull it in the direction of what I want to crop. And then when I hit enter, you can see now.
The black phone from 2021. It was requested by G Bunny.
They don't see me at all, right? If I want to undo this, it's Command Z. Command Z and you'll undo it. So if I want to focus on just my face alone, I'll do the same thing. And then my face becomes the focus. So that helps with your scenes
Just let me know that
also,
he'll be
right?
requesting horror movies so that I should be prepared.
Go back, click on it, it's yellow, then these buttons turn white, telling you that they're ready to be used, okay? If I want the Ken Burns, it's a slow, you see that? So clicking on Ken Burns, this points, 4 points again, have that white edge, block white edge, and you can draw it in. Press enter.
Oh my goodness.
What
I'm
this
trying to
does
erase
is
it because I looked at the
slowly,
poster. It says, hello, welcome.
it's slowly, I'll just show you a small scene of what it does. It slowly pulls out of the character. You can see that little zoom. That's what Ken Burns does.
Welcome back to my channel.
It moves slowly. It's like a little shift in the direction of the arrow that you have created. So if I don't want it to move in that direction and I want it to move in this direction,
welcome back to my channel.
you see how that is? Fantastic. It's moving slowly, slowly.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Kemi.
And now I want to undo that.
My name is Kemi, and we are about to watch the black from my channel.
So that is perfect, okay? So that's crop to fill, fit, Ken Burns, right? Okay, adjust your volume, reduce the background noise. I always reduce the background noise. There was a time I reduced it so much. One of the requesters was like, I like to hear your background noise. I like to hear your, you know, the slurp when you gasp, those little sounds that I make when I'm reacting. She wanted to hear everything. She wanted to know how into the film I was. So if you want to do that, that's fine. You can use that. Normalcy, speed. So I'm going to take a clip again to export. That's the TRL, Command B, and click on the yellow part, that the 8.5 seconds that I want to adjust, and head over to the speed. So if I wanted to move very fast, you see that rabbit, it has taken that 8.5 to 4.3, and see how it goes. Of course, it's going to move double as fast. And if I wanted to move slow, see, remember it was originally 8.5, now it's slow and it's now at 17. So this you can use, maybe you're trying to say, oh my God, this guy is so slow in that he's not really getting the line of the story. It's for special effect and how you're feeling, right? Or maybe the movie's taking too long and you're just, oh my God, let it just get to it already, right? So there are these buttons. And if you want to freeze the frame, let's say you clip between and you want to freeze. Okay, let's see now.
Kemi, and we are about to watch the black.
See? Stop. And then it continues. So that's what these buttons are for. I love this clip filter, especially when I'm doing reactions to films with a lot of sexual content, because YouTube blocks that as well. So what I do over here is, let's assume that I'm reacting to something over here and the material is quite graphic. I'm going to go over there, CTRL-B, go over to this 3 intertwined circles, clip filter, and look for the filter that kind of blurs it out and turn it into that. That has saved me a lot in keeping up, because sometimes people are, it's sexual content, of course, but the conversation going up is important to the storyline and you just don't want to skip over it. So that helps a lot, right? So you might want to, in your spare time, figure it out and, you know, take a look at all the many options. Oh my goodness. But Comic Mono helps a lot. You know, just change it to a different, you can even flip the screen to the other side.
Why are you watching that?
Okay. I crack myself up sometimes when I'm reacting. Why are you watching that? All right, so that's it. That's it, the situation. Now let me show you how I place my reaction. So I'm going to bring that back again, increase, check the volumes, make sure it's auto, increase it. I don't want it to go all the way till it's the yellow appears. It's too loud, and I already speak quite confidently, so I try to keep it at 100, 120. But with horror movies, to be honest, my voice is so timid, I'm worried. Okay, so I press play, and you can see
Hello, welcome back to my channel.
there's a time lapse before I say hello. I come over there, CTRL B, Command B. I have to stop saying CTRL. Command B, and then I go into my movie library. That's where I keep all my intro videos, everything. I pull it down because this is the intro video. I try to take the volume down because it's an intro video. I don't want to shock my audience. And then I clip it because I try to make my intros a little bit like 3 to 4 seconds and dive into the reaction. I like to welcome them, and I pull this down as well. Just to remind them that I have a Patreon. I created this, my avatar. I created it, and I'll teach you how to create your own avatar. And I created this on Canva with a green screen so that I could, okay, so like obviously you saw when I put this in, it had a green screen, right? I went over to cutaway and I clicked on the green screen, so we'll take it out and then you can see me. But the avatar and patron is still there. To make sure this goes through the length of my intro, I hold on to it. When it's yellow, I come to the edge and you can see fade video out. You can see those two arrows. If you go up, it disappears. But if you stay right there at that spot between the long white line and the yellow curved line, you can see that you can pull it and pull it back and pull it forward and pull it back and pull it forward, right? So it takes the length of what you're doing.
My name is Kemi, and we are about to watch the Black Film from 2021. It was requested by G Bunny, who's a patron to this channel. Hey, my darling, you missed. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you also for giving me.
All right, so it's going all the way there. Then I go back to my Black Phone project, and you can see everything that I've put in there suddenly appears. In the beginning, when we were testing this out, we only had two, my reaction and the film. But now we have two more, right? The intro and the patron advert, right?
You're showing me so much care and love this morning. Maybe because
Okay.
it rained outside.
Okay, then,
Right? Oh.
so I'm looking for the moment I tell myself,
Okay. I don't know why I feel so ticklish this morning. Maybe because it rained outside.
oh, I can even hear it playing.
So much care and love, and I thank you for it. Okay. Play.
I was just about to sneeze when I said play, but it's so loud I could hear it, right? A lot of times I try to turn the volume down so that I don't hear it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to bring the movie. I like to say it out loud, play, so that for my recognition, anytime I speak, you can see this bar right here. It goes up. It goes up. That shows me, and I make sure I say play. That way I can find it, right? And then I pull it right down to that spot right there. Now you can see when I pulled it down, it covers the whole screen. And that's not what we want. It's a reaction. So you're supposed to see part of me and part of the screen. And that's where I come back here. You can see I left it at yellow. I go back up here to the cutaway and I do picture in picture. I pull it. You can see now, not only do we see that button, we don't see that, we see the arrow and we see a cross. So that you click on that and you drag it to the position that you want it to be. Usually for me, it's the left. Then I come back here. You can see, make sure that you are clicking on this. If I go back here, click on this. You see this little blue circle here? Right. You come over it till these two arrows appear, and then you drag it. I like to drag it all the way till I see the yellow to make sure that's my eye level with my glasses. I don't do too much. I don't pull it over here. No, it's too much. Just right there, or even sometimes this way, right? If you want to increase it or lift it up here, fine. If you want to lift it up here, I do not advise you because that's on the arrow. That's not your angle of sight. So here for me, I've always found to be perfect. Some people like to add frames. So you come, or borders as they call it. You come over here, you can add a border black. You can change your border by clicking on the black and choosing green, pink, whatever it is. You choose your shade. I don't like to use borders. I just leave it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, right? So let's stick it out. Work on the volume. So you see all this sneezing that I'm doing here? I'm going to go from one end to the other end and silence it because no one needs to hear that.
Please.
Okay, I've taken it out. I've taken it out right there. I always try to expand on this and delete like 1 second. The reason I do that is because sometimes between the moment I'm saying play and my hand getting to the mouse, something might have happened and it didn't really play on the spot. So the movie might lag 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds. As time goes on, I'll be able to identify what is happening. Okay. And I'll just take 1 second out of it, 1.0 seconds, 1 second, and delete. I wait for this button. You can see it's analyzing the information because I've already started taking out what I'm doing, taking out some of the material that I originally gave it. So it's giving it time to boot. Okay. So then for the intro, that I reduce the volume. I reduce the volume over here because it's loud. In the beginning, it's very loud.
Maybe because it rained outside.
And I can see that I'm talking, so people don't really need to hear no, they know it's the intro music, so
I don't know why I feel so ticklish this morning. Maybe because it rained outside.
right. And then the movie starts.
Maybe because it rained. Oh, this intro. I don't like this intro. I've seen it before. Yes, something house. Yes, Blumhouse.
Okay, so now I already saw Blumhouse. I already said Blumhouse before Blumhouse shows. That means that I was on point with my 1 second. So I'll undo. That's Command Z, all the way Command Z to take it, to bring back the 1 second that I removed, right?
Oh. Something house. Yes, Blumhouse.
Okay, you see that? So now I got it. And then we can find, yeah, Blumhouse.
Yes, Blumhouse.
Right? Okay. Then we get to see it again. I go back to that spot where it was loud. I take the volume down because I'm talking. I'm good. I already saw North Denver 1978 before it shows. So something happened here. Maybe the movie skipped when I was watching. The intro skipped when I was watching. So I'm going to take a little clip out of that Blumhouse, delete it, and move it forward. Right? Because clearly I said North Denver before North Denver happened or came on the screen. That's why it's so important to be detailed. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of energy, but you have to do it, or you'll find yourself gasping before the terrifying scene takes place, or, laughing at a joke before it was said. Editing takes a lot of time, a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of detail. And that's how you use iMovie. When I'm done with this, I'll wait for this whole thing to boot and then export file. It'll take you to where do you want to export your file. I usually say my desktop. I rename the file again in a different name. Maybe I'll say now the black phone completely edited. And you're done. You can put your gasp, you can put your memes, whenever you want to put something in between, the scenes or how you feel, you can come to your place. Always remember not to edit the material with regards to the film that you're reacting to or the music video you're reacting to. Edit your own reaction. CTRLB, put whatever face, put whatever meme. If you want to act shocked, or you can go in here and then put that shocked face. Oh my God, is that me? Right? You can do that. You can do that and make your video what you want it to be. I enjoy editing, and this is how I edit my film reactions using iMovie. I can teach you using another app, but this is my preferred way. I'll show you how I do my thumbnails and other things so you can start your own film reaction or music reaction channel. Thank you for listening and have a great day. Bye.